Welcome, 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 welcome. Merry Christmas from Deep Tutors. You're welcome to this Christmas streaming. It's going to be an amazing Christmas for each and every one of us. If you are traveling, I wish you safe trip. If you have already traveled, I wish you awesome Christmas celebration anywhere you are. Probably you travel to your village or you travel outside the country. I wish you Merry Christmas from Deep Tutors. Awesome, awesome. If you are joining us, please go to the chat box, tell us your name and your location. I want you to click the like button and the share button, and also click on the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, and get ready for tonight's live show. It's going to be amazing. What we're going to be talking about tonight, I can tell you, cryptocurrency market is giving us this kind of crypto Christmas gift much more earlier. Starting from yesterday, we started seeing things happening. And to my opinion, I think it's a sign of probably we're about to see a huge something or something huge in 2022. All right. All right. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the Christmas. I don't know how you're celebrating your Christmas, but currently I'm still in Lagos for the Christmas. Probably you traveled. Awesome. 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 All right. Tell us your name and your location, your name and where you are joining us from, your name and your location. Tell us your name and your location. Tell us your name and your location. Awesome. I want to see things happening in the chat box. Please go to the chat box. Tell us your name and your location. I want to know where you're chatting us from. Awesome. 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 Tell us your name and your location and how you're celebrating the Christmas. We're gonna be sharing amazing things tonight. This time you have to pay close attention to the next trend that's going to pick up in 2022. Because why? Some of the things that happen, for example, BNB that went massively crazy this year. I can tell you it was towards the early days or early months of 2021. That was when it started exploding. But when it gets to 600, it stops. I think it was around April when it gets to 600 and stopped. And since then, it has not passed the all-time high. And all these things are happening. For you need to know that these are the time you need to identify the gems you need to be getting yourself involved, because you need to get yourself in these gems so you can take advantage of 2022, because that is what we're going to be sharing tonight, sharing with you the next trend of 2022, because every time, every moment in crypto has its trend. So you need to also be on the loop and stay updated, and also always look forward for our YouTube live shows, because come 2022, we're going to be doing a lot of live shows, a lot of live shows, sharing with you great insight, and also people who want to do trading. We're going to be sharing some trading opportunities for people who want to be doing. Probably you want to take cryptocurrency very serious. You want to be doing 10%, 20%. Let's say in a week interval or in a 2 weeks interval, we're going to be sharing trade updates or trade alerts. We're going to be sharing this information from the top 50 cryptocurrencies. Now, these are cryptocurrencies that has the more liquidity, that has the ability to move 10, 20, 30%, even 100% in a move. So we're going to be sharing that from 2022. It's going to be an exciting moment tonight. So I just want each and every one of you to tell us where you're watching us from, your name and your location. Tell us your name or location. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Hold on a bit. Sorry for that break in transmission. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to be sharing us things tonight. I'm going to be sharing my screen. All right. I believe you can see my screen right now. I believe you can see my screen right now. All right, so I'm going to be sharing things for us tonight. You know, what I'm going to be sharing with us tonight is going to be amazing. We're going to have an amazing section tonight. We're going to have an amazing section tonight. So let me go ahead and explain to you what is actually happening right now in cryptocurrency or in crypto land. All right, so we saw Bitcoin, going all the way down to 42,000. So let me go ahead and open my trading view. Hold on. All right, so let me open my trading view. Let's go to charts. Okay, it's an amazing movement from Bitcoin. Awesome, awesome. To my opinion, we are going higher. I can tell you, we are going higher. All right, so looking at what is happening to Bitcoin right in the cryptocurrency market some weeks ago, when we see a major market downpour that most people were kind of, they didn't know how it happened. I can tell you, most of the chartists or most people that were predicting Bitcoin, most of them didn't, as in they what happened in November and what happened in December, we did not expect it. Most people were expecting the market to be green in November and expected the market to get a little bit green in December, so that probably they will take profit on the second week of December or the third week of December, so that they can celebrate Christmas. But what happened was not the case. Now you saw the market, the market really go against everybody's expectation in the month of November, go against everybody's expectation. People didn't expect that the market would be down in November. Nobody would have expected that Bitcoin would not get to 100,000. You see, many people were saying Bitcoin $150,000 before December. Now, December is rounding up next week, and Bitcoin is still at 50 something, $51,000 right now. You see, the market really shocked people, and that's what we call psychology. Now, when you expect the market to do something, the market will not do that, and the market is used to that, and that's what financial market is used to. When you expect the market to do something, the market will not do it, and which is really really something that you need to understand. That you just need to understand your strategy to know when to take profit and when to stay in the market. Like, if you look at the higher time frame perspective, I can tell you on we are still on we are still on a uptrend. Yeah, you can see we made a high. But you can see this particular downpour, we couldn't break below this structure. So the market just tap into it and return. And you can see the way we are recovering very fast on the weekly time frame. I can tell you, this thing to me looks very, very bullish. So many people were expecting that 2022 will be a super bearish yet. To my opinion, coupled with what is happening, the rate of adoption, the rate people are coming into cryptocurrency, getting to know about blockchain. I don't think that will happen. To my opinion, I believe that the market definitely will move in the first half of the year in 2022 before we start seeing a major, maybe a minor or major market dump. Because so many things that is currently going on right now is currently a hype. Talking about the play to earn, talking about the metaverse, talking about NFTs. Because why? People are creating different things because of the bubble, because of the excitement. Now people are buying. So when this excitement gets, will be over, the market will cool off. The main thing that will be there will be there. For example, if you've been into cryptocurrency market in 2017, you understand what I'm talking about. As of that time, we have likes of IOTA, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, that's Monero. All these cryptocurrency, we are at top 100. Steam, them. But, looking at them today, they are no longer there. As of that time, they were still hype and speculations. Now, when the market dump happened in 2018, most of these coins disappeared. Now, this is the same thing that is going to happen to so many cryptocurrency when we're going to have a major crash. We'll see that crash happen this year when we had a crash around April, May. There are so many cryptocurrency that dumped that have never recovered till today. There are so many cryptocurrency that are dumped that never recovered till today. So you also need to be on the loop to understand, what you're going to be buying, and the next narrative that is going to pick up in 2022 is something very important and something you need to look out for. To my opinion, showing you the charts right now, Bitcoin is looking healthy, climbing nicely. You can see now we are about to take out these highs. Looking at what we have here, we are about to take out this high. Now, if we create a new high here with a body close of which I think we are going to take out this high. If we take out this high, probably we're going to have a retest and the market will continue trending up. To my opinion, everything is still looking nicely and it's going to be very healthy for altcoins. Now, if you look at some major altcoins right now, they are currently going up. Let's check altcoins. Let's go to cryptocurrency. So if you're looking at Ethereum right now, Ethereum is looking absolutely amazing. Everything is shaping up on its own right now. I can tell you, it's an opportunity for you to get in right now. If you have not bought before or buy anything, or you are just hearing about cryptocurrency, this is the best time for you to seek out, do a proper research, knowing what you need to buy right now, what you need to take advantage of right now, It is very, very, very important. So Bitcoin is looking very, very healthy, and the whole altcoin market is looking very healthy. You can see everywhere is showing green. You can see green. You can see green. You can see green. You can see green everywhere. Everywhere is showing green. So it shows that the market is very, very healthy. So, to my opinion, the market is returning back. Yeah. The market is returning back to its original state. And that's where we are getting to right now. Okay. All right. So that one of the things I want to talk about tonight is very, very important. You need to know what you need to be buying next year. Which narrative is going to go up. Which narrative is going to go up. And that is why you need to always stay on the loop, looking out for this channel. Now, if you have not clicked the subscribe button and the like button, please go ahead and do so. Because in 2022, these are great information, valuable content that you'll be getting in 2022, where we'll be explaining to you what we are buying and what is actually trending at the moment. And I can tell you, and this information will definitely give you a whole lot of return if you pay attention to this channel and always stay at the loop by clicking on the subscribe button and turn on your bell notification. So whenever we come live, you're going to get notified by Facebook or YouTube that we are dropping a new video or a new content. We're going to be sharing amazing nuggets in 2022. So I believe most of you have heard about DeFi. Probably you have not heard about DeFi or don't know what is DeFi or you have not participated in it. Now, DeFi in a nutshell is, I call it decentralized finance. Decentralized finance. Now, what is decentralized finance? The same thing people do in a normal banking system, talking about lending, borrowing, different kind of things people do in a normal banking system. Now, these are the same thing people can now do in cryptocurrency, but in a more decentralized way. That is what we call DeFi. Now, let's go to DeFi category right now to see what is happening in the DeFi market. So let's check DeFi. All right, so this is DeFi, decentralized finance. So the total market cap of DeFi currently right now is about $162 billion, to tell you that people are actually putting their money into DeFi. To tell you that this is a huge market. This is one of the amazing things that blockchain deliver. Talking about DeFi, NFT, and gaming, and different other things that blockchain definitely that will deliver. All right, so now looking at here, so this is DeFi. We have you can see Terra Luna started exploded crazily. I remember seeing Terra Luna at $6 when we had the first dump that happened. Terra Luna dropped down to $6. Look at Terra Luna today. I think he hit the mark of $100 before dropping to 98. It's amazing. So this is DeFi space, and I can tell you there are so many cryptocurrency right now in the DeFi space that you just need to get yourself involved. Chainlink is very big. Is one of the things that is powering the whole DeFi hub right now. Very big cryptocurrency. So this is DeFi. So the narrative of DeFi is really coming up. Now, there was a coin I saw earlier this year, of which I got involved, Converse or something. I think if I got the correct, okay, Converse Finance. Yeah. When I saw this particular cryptocurrency, it was at $4. And one of the things that got me interested when I saw it was that total liquidity lock as of that time was bigger than one of our major DeFi protocol, which is Yen Finance. But this particular cryptocurrency has more liquidity locked than Yen Finance. Now, when I saw that, I was like, wow, this particular cryptocurrency is going to explode. So I just bought this token with around $500 that time earlier this year, and I can tell I bought it at $4. I think it went as low as what, $1.90. You can see it went as low as $1.90. So I bought at $1 at Gate.io. I will never forget. I don't know if you have listed in other. Okay, it's currently on Binance. You can see it's now on Binance. So, but I bought it on Gate.io. Now look at the price today. The price today is $42. This is crazy. And I can tell you, this particular cryptocurrency is not stopping because the supply is very low and the circulating supply is still cool. I can tell this is not stopping. And it was an opportunity I saw. I think I shared with one or two people earlier this year about this particular token called Convex. So when I saw it as a big DeFi protocol. DeFi, to my opinion, is going to be activated in 2022. And I see that happening. I'm seeing that happening so big. I'm seeing that happening so big. Hold on. Okay. I'm seeing that happening so big in 2022. So another project I'm looking at in DeFi is Sushi Swap. Honestly, I'm going to be picking this without any iota of doubt or fear. This particular cryptocurrency has a long way to go, in my opinion. This particular cryptocurrency has a long way to go, in my opinion. What you're seeing right now is at a very massive discount. Sushi. You are buying sushi at a very massive discount. Seeing sushi at $7.08. It is very, very important, that you do your own research. You do a very massive research on sushi and see how you can take advantage of sushi, how you can see the opportunity we have in Sushi Swap, so you can buy the token and hodl. Now, if you really want to make money in cryptocurrency, you don't. Most people, if you don't know how to trade, that's not a problem. But can you buy and hold? Can you buy and hold? If you can buy and hold, you're going to be rich. To my opinion, Sushi Swap is going to be very big. It is going to be very big, guys and girls. It is very, very important to start looking out for Sushi Swap. So this is actually a coin right now. I'm actually, looking at right now in DeFi. There's so many of them, but I'm currently looking at this right now. So maybe in the subsequent video, I'm going to be sharing to you other things that we are looking out for to get ourselves into. Because why? DeFi is going to be very. It's not dead. I remember early 2020 was the month or was the year of DeFi. We started seeing things exploding. Yen finance move all the way from $30 to $42,000. It was crazy. Anything that has finance then was going up, was going massively up. Because why? That was the trend. And many people got their fingers burnt when the trend beginning to slow down. And I can tell you, in 2022, I believe that trend is going to pick up again. So DeFi is one of the things I'm looking out for to pick up in 2022. Another thing I'm looking out for to pick up in 2022 is something called the layer 2. Now, guys and girls, now let me explain to you layer 2. Most people don't know what is layer 2, or maybe it's sounding weird to you. Now, everything we are doing currently right now in cryptocurrency is done on the layer 1 blockchain. Now, for example, Ethereum has a whole lot of dApps running on it, and all these dApps are running on the layer 1. Now, when Ethereum was built, nobody knew, even Vitalik didn't know that Ethereum would get to, will have such kind of problem until Ethereum started getting network effects. People started using the product, people started doing so many things with Ethereum. Now, because of the congestion, now the people can no longer do transaction in Ethereum because of congestion. So we started experiencing what we call high gas fee. For example, if you want to mint an NFT, you see huge gas fee you'll be paying. Let's say you want to mint an NFT of $50, you end up paying transaction fee of 200, depending. The transaction fee can be anything, depending. The transaction fee can be anything, depending on what is happening. So that is why it's so difficult to do transaction in Ethereum. Some people don't even buy coin on on Uniswap again. Because of what? The high gas fee. The gas fee there is so high that most people cannot pay it. Now, that was when you start seeing early this year. We started seeing scaling other layer 2 blockchain started doing very well. Because of what? The problem of Ethereum. Ethereum problem started towards the end of 2020. People beginning to see that it was so difficult to do things, to do transaction on Ethereum. Now, the volume that Uniswap was producing as of that time dropped drastically. Now, that was when Binance started building their Binance Smart Chain. They launched it towards the end of 2020, and in 2021, the Binance Smart Chain exploded. So many cryptocurrencies were built on it. People started buying coins in Binance Smart Chain. That was why you see Binance Smart Chain going crazy towards the early this year. Now, we start seeing this trend happen on Binance Smart Chain. The next thing, it happened on what? Solana. Solana is another, layer 1 scaling solution. Is another layer 1 blockchain, sorry. So now, Solana picked up, went from 50 cents all the way to $200 plus. Now, we saw that happen in Matic. Matic is actually a side chain. Matic exploded. We saw that happen in Phantom. We saw that happen in AVAX. In all this, now look at AVAX. There was something that happened in AVAX a few months back or a few weeks back, because AVAX started getting network effect. Now, AVAX network started bridging. Sorry for that break in transmission. Now, something happened with AVAX. Let me show you AVAX. Let me show you AVAX Avalanche, or so you can call it, Avalanche. All right. So, Avalanche blockchain started getting network effect. We started seeing Avalanche gas fee going up. Now, obviously, all these blockchains are layer ones. All of them are layer ones. Majority of them are layer ones. Now, we started seeing this thing happening. So now people are beginning to know that for us to be able to have kind of smooth transaction and still be enjoying cryptocurrency, we need layer two. Now, so that to drop the workload, layer two will help layer one to drop the workload on the layer one. So we now pay less gas fee. I know, do more free transaction. People can mint their NFT, do so many things on the blockchain. Now, that is why we need layer two scaling solution. Now, we have a whole lot of layer two scaling solution. Now, let me show you layer two scaling solutions we have. Let's go to a website called L2Bit so you can see that. All right. So let's go to a website called L2Bit. Now, this is a website called L2Bit. I believe you can see it very closely. Now, this is where you can see some of the major Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution. Now this is the total liquidity locked of all these cryptocurrencies. Now, the first one we have here is called Arbitron. Abitron have over $2.4 billion liquidity locked in this protocol. Now, what does that mean? It is huge. This is a whole lot of money. This is a whole lot of money. I don't know if you saw the news when Binance said they're going to be, allowing deposits on Arbitron network. If you want to deposit through Arbitron network, you can do that on Binance. Now, this is all the Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution. The first one we have here is Arbitron. Now, Arbitron right now does not have a coin like the way Polygon Matic, Binance Smart Chain, and BNB, Ethereum, and Ethereum, Solana, but they don't have any native token right now. What they just have is the network. But I've been hearing some rumors that Arbitron will do an airdrop. Now, how do you participate in this airdrop, guys and girls? Now, this is how you can earn free money. Now, let me tell you something interesting that happened. Last in 2020, I got into DeFi. I didn't know what DeFi was, but I didn't know that I got into DeFi. I was doing transaction on Uniswap. Now, towards the end of that year, Uniswap did a giveaway of minimum of 400 Uniswap coin to many people that are transacting in Uniswap, depending on the amount of money or the volume of money you have transacted on their platform. And I was able to get 400 Uniswap coin. As of that time, it's worth about $1,500. As of the all-time high of Uniswap token, that free money was worth about $16,000. Free money just by what? Using the protocol. Now, this is how you can get. I don't know if you saw the airdrop by ENS. People that was using ENS platform to buy domains and do other things in ENS platform got free money. Now, these are how you can get qualified airdrop. These are how you can get qualified airdrop. Ezumi. This is how you can get qualified airdrop, taking advantage of what using the DeFi protocol. So it is very, very important that you take advantage of these opportunities in 2022. Now, for you to participate in Arbitron airdrop that is going to possibly happen, I believe the Arbitron airdrop is going to possibly happen. I can see that. All you need to do is to connect your Arbitron network on your MetaMask, and you bridge your Ethereum from layer 1 to layer 2. If you bridge your Ethereum from layer 1 to layer 2, automatically you kind of eligible, or probably you transact with crypto or buying some coin there. So what I did, I bridged my Ethereum from layer 1 to layer 2. And when I did that, I bought some coins on Arbitron network using my Ethereum. So I'm actually kind of eligible for the airdrop. So if Abitron is doing any airdrop today, I have a high chance of getting the airdrop. Now, another coin I'm looking out for is DYDX. Now, DYDX is amazing. Let me show you DYDX. You can actually buy the coin right away. So DYDX has one of the second liquidity locked. DYDX, I talked about it on my timeline today, is currently at $8.95. To my opinion, this is just a gift to compare what's going to happen next year. Now, DYDX has over $959 million total liquidity lock in it. And DYDX is part of ZK Rollups. Yeah, DYDX is part of ZK Rollups. Then we have Boba Network. Boba Network is currently on, but I have not invested in Boba Network. Now, what I'm actually doing right here is to share an information, is to give you an update. Boba Network. Boba Network, personally, I have not invested in Boba Network. But to my opinion, Boba Network is really cool. It's really, really cool. Based on the little research I've done about it, it's currently listed on FTX. You know, is amazing. You can buy it on FTX. You know, you can buy it. To my opinion, buying it now it makes sense because when it's launched in Binance, you could have known what the price will look like. So these are all Ethereum scaling solutions. Now, these are the likes of Solana, Matic that exploded this year. These are the likes of those coins. This is the layer 2. That is one thing you need to understand what is about to happen. Another one that I've invested is Loopring. Loopring, personally, I bought Loopring coin. Let me show you Loopring. LORC, Loopring. You can go ahead and buy it on Binance. So this is Loopring. To my opinion, in a few months from now, you will not see this price at this thing, Loopring. Now, these are all Ethereum scaling solutions. We have Optimism. Optimism doesn't have a native token the way Abitron. We have a ZK Swap. ZK Swap. We have Immutable X. Immutable X has their own token already. These are all ZK rollups. Immutable X. These are all ZK rollups. And it's an opportunity. All you need to do is to do your own due diligence to know the one you're going to be investing in. And when you invest, you hold. Honestly, Immutable X looks at something I'm going to be looking into. I'm going to do a deep dive research on Immutable X. It's really amazing. These are all ZK rollups. And another one that is amazing that is not yet out is ZK Sync. It's another ZK rollup. So we're going to be expecting a possible airdrop coming up in ZK Sync, and it's going to be big. Now, the same way I explained to you on how you can get the Arbitron own, that is exactly what you're going to do to be able to get the ZK Sync airdrop. So all you need to do is to move your Ethereum from layer 1 to layer 2. Possibly you can do some transaction. Probably you can get eligible for the possible airdrop coming up. Possible, I don't know when it's going to happen, but probably we're expecting that. Oh, Mr. Harrison, you're welcome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. This is crazy. For some technical reason, I'm not sure why, but I just couldn't log in. But I think I'll join you shortly. Let me just get my shit right. I'll join you shortly.
All right. Okay. All right. So, all right, guys. So these are all Ethereum scaling solutions that I'm looking out for. Now, like I said, Arbitron doesn't have their native token. Now, all you need to do is to bridge your Ethereum from layer 1 to layer 2 to be able to, be eligible. Now, I don't know how much they're going to give, but it's going to be a lot of free money. That's free money. So this is how you can participate in this free money from Abitron airdrop. I know many people love airdrop. I'm seeing so many people doing a whole lot of things, sharing different links in their WhatsApp group on there, so many things, all those airdrops. Most of those things are not true because why? How do you expect to get free money when you have not done anything? So this is actually how to get one of the ways I know that you can get free money in 2022 by taking advantage of what, ZK rollup, all these ZK rollups that don't have native token. We're talking about Arbitron, talking about Optimism, and ZK Sync. That is just what you need to do. So these are the what I'm expecting to happen in 2022. The narrative I'm expecting to blow up in 2022, and it's, to my opinion, is going to be very, very big. Now let's talk about Abitron a bit. Let's go to Abitron to see what is happening in Abitron right now. Let's go to category and Lula. Let's look out for Abitron. All right. Okay, I want to show you about Abitron. Follow this way. All right, let's look at for Arbitron Ecosystem. Now, this is Arbitron Ecosystem, the ecosystem of Arbitron. Now, if you're looking at what we have here, almost no token is here. We have GMS, we have Beefy. Okay, Beefy just migrated. We have this one, we have this. So, to my opinion, we don't have any much token in the Arbitron network. But this was the token I bought, which is Abidodge. Now, I don't know, many of us love to buy meme, but I don't want to talk about meme. But the reason why I want to talk about Abidodge is that this is the only token I think that is in Arbitron. Because why? Arbitron will not have their own Uniswap. Because why? Uniswap is already deployed on Arbitron. SushiSwap is already deployed on Arbitron. So all the Ethereum dApps, all the dApps that was developed in Ethereum, that is running in Ethereum currently, all of them will be deployed to Arbitron network. But everything will be deployed. Now that means no new thing will be created. So the only thing new right now, to my opinion, is this Abidodge. Oh, you can see. The only thing new is this Abidodge, which is the meme. So of which people love interacting with meme. So imagine a protocol that has $2.4 billion liquidity locked. $2.4 billion. It has, you can see the gap in other protocols. It has a whole lot of gap. So what does that mean? It means that money is going to flow into the Arbitron network, and people would like to interact with cryptocurrency that is built on that platform, of which the one I'm seeing that has huge potential is this. There is this saying that Warren Buffett used to say. He said, buy when people are afraid and sell when people are greedy. I can tell you, buying Abitron right now, buying Abidodge right now is buying when people are afraid. That is just the thing. I really bought when people are afraid. Because why? This is how people got opportunities of Shiba Inu. So guys and girls, it's an opportunity for you to see that this is why I really wanted to buy this meme. It's not just that I'm promoting meme, but it had huge fundamentals that is backing it up. Fundamentals that is backing it up, which I've shared with you, and you see those fundamentals as a very strong fundamentals and have the ability to push up. Let me sorry, are you there? Mr. Harrison?
Okay, yeah, bro, what's up?
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, man, I think I have been listening to everything you're saying, and of course, I am following you very, very clearly. Okay, now,
Awesome.
interestingly, we've talked about you. I mean, you've taken time to talk about the Arbitrum network and why they need to buy Abidodge.
Yeah.
Right now, Abidodge is almost not really doing anything because this is not the time yet.
It's not the time.
Now, let me say this. In crypto, there is one thing you guys have to understand. In crypto, you do not just buy coin. I think about yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, when I was at Lagos, I saw a friend who was literally going through CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap And then from those particular platforms, he switched over to Twitter. And then now went to Discord and watching a bunch of videos on YouTube to figure out the next coin that they can buy and hold. I was just laughing because this is a very wrong approach. Listen, if you're buying coins because you just think that this coin is going to be the next Bitcoin, you're wrong. You're almost gambling with your hard-earned money. You don't buy coin. Listen very closely. You just don't buy coin. You buy narrative. That is what we buy. We buy narrative that is not yet blown up. You buy those narrative when little or nobody is talking about them. Now, you buy those narrative now and hold. When the time for this narrative comes up, you will be very surprised how early you were. Like, for instance, before you start buying coin, the next thing you should be asking yourself is, what is the next narrative? I mean, this year, we've seen NFT do so much. I mean, we've seen so much from the NFTs, and we've seen so much from the DeFi. But before this thing came up, there were this clue that actually happened. So, like maybe like last year or 2 years ago, that NFTs will be the next big thing. And this same year, we've seen gaming gaining so much traction. So the next question you should be asking yourself is, what are the next coins? Or sorry, what are the next narrative that has not yet blown up? And you start stacking coins in respect to those narrative, so that when the time comes, you are holding bags of gold. Because now, those narratives are very cheap. You can buy the best coins on those narratives right now and hold them for the next time. And when the time comes, when the traction finally comes, you realize that you're holding bags of gold when nobody knew about it. So the question is, what is the next narrative that is going to come up? What are the possible narratives that we are looking forward to? Because when the time comes, this thing will start going high. I think, John, last year, are you there, John?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, sorry. Earlier this year, yeah, I can hear you very clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. Now, earlier this year, we talked about metaverse and gaming and how this will change the ecosystem. And we bought a lot of UFO token. In my opinion, that was the only kind of like, let me say, the cheapest gaming token that was on ground as at that point. So we spent a lot of money. No, UFO.
Okay, UFO. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So, but as at that time, this gaming token was less than $10 million or something. I'm not sure, but it was super cheap. So we bought into this narrative, and then we were very excited because we knew that gaming will change the crypto space. If you check that coin now, I think it's at a minimum of something close to $1 billion.
It's 1.2 last time I checked.
Exactly. And I sold off my bag at 1 billion. So when people started actually trying to buy this particular project, we were selling off. So now the question is, what is going to be the next narrative? That is always going to be your question. You don't buy coins, you buy narrative. So John, I think, even though we know, because I think I've been saying this on my timeline like for a while now, that the roll-ups, because I've seen you talk about the layer 1 versus the layer 2, is going to be a very big deal next year. And people don't even understand this thing. See, let me tell you guys, there is nothing that would have stopped Ethereum from hitting at least $10,000 this year. In fact, the projection was there already that Ethereum will very easily hit $10,000. But the only reason that Ethereum did not hit $10,000, in my opinion, is actually because we saw what other layer 1 did. The likes of AVAX. Nobody saw AVAX. Nobody saw that coming. I mean, from nowhere, AVAX just pull up the next Solana. So all of those billions that would have helped to take Ethereum to at least $7 billion market cap. To at least $7,000 worth
per coin.
Yeah, per coin. Those money was actually invested. Those liquidity was transferred to AVAX. And we saw what Solana did. And now we're about to see what Polygon Matic is actually going to do next year.
Honestly. So it's just getting ready.
Now the market is getting very, very competitive. And then next year, Ethereum is still trying to see if it can even hold its position, because Solana is not playing, guy. the likes of Avax is not playing, and so many layer one like the like Thorchain,
Touching, yeah,
Harmony.
touching.
I mean, we are seeing so many things actually happening. In fact, the likes of Moonbeam actually trying to struggle the same liquidity with Ethereum actually
Ethereum.
coming up now. So next year is actually going to be so much about the roll-ups, the layer one versus the layer two, and the war between them. So now the thing is, how do you key into this money? You start looking for those assets right now that haven't gained so much traction and buy. Though I won't talk so much about the layer one now, because I think you've talked about these things so much here. But
Yeah.
I will also talk about also sorry, I'll also try to talk about what I think will be so much next year. Now, next year, I think John, I think I've had so much sentiment concerning social token. I'm talking about decentralized social media.
Yeah, social token is for me is getting attraction. Talking about the DAO, and everybody is creating their community, or their own community to build their own. Is getting serious
Yeah, yeah,
attraction right now, and
yeah,
we will see that happening with all these football fan token. For example, Manchester, Barcelona, all those tokens. They didn't do well this year. I
yeah,
believe that
yeah.
the market is getting ready, of which will take Chile's blockchain into a whole new all-time highs. I think a whole lot of liquidity is coming there. And if you're looking at football or sports in general, there's a whole lot of crazy investors there. You see, a whole lot of crazy investors. So social fan tokens is actually going to be another big thing in 2022. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you see, and in fact, let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys. Let me try to share my screen, and then show you guys something. Now, watch. I'm not sure if this is my screen.
Okay, that's my screen. Let me
Okay,
unshare.
okay, all right. Okay, good. Now, can you see this? Now, this is actually a social media that was created. Social media. These guys are right now. These guys are doing test running. These guys are trying to give us the next Facebook. Literally, they're trying to give us the next Twitter, but a decentralized one that you don't
Wow.
even need, to expose yourself. But at the same time, we are having the same social media experience, and this is built on blockchain.
Wow.
So, in fact, I will try to show you guys how this works. And I'm going to show you guys my own thesis concerning social media. Decentralized social media, why I think, I'm sorry, what I think about this particular technology and where I possibly think it is actually going. And should we be investing money right now, or should we just keep our fingers across? Now, in fact, as you can see, this is a profile like right now, and these guys, you can see the like button, the share, the comments, and everything, and it is even much more like Twitter. So
Looks like Twitter, exactly.
this is actually very, very cool, but it is still on a test run, and I like what they're doing. Also, I think we also have one like the BBS.
Yeah, I wanted to
BBS,
tell you about DBS. The people
yeah,
earn money in DBS, like it's crazy.
yes,
I saw that.
BBS is also doing something very cool. I mean, I'm not sure why, but I think BBS is cool. But so far, in my opinion, these guys are doing something very unique, because this is the kind of social media that we know. And for the fact that this guy could pull off this stuff on a blockchain technology is honestly is crazy. In
Is it
fact,
GM that I'm seeing there?
you say
Is it GM that I'm seeing there? GM.
no, that's not the GM that we actually bought. These guys
But
don't
is it
even have
the
token yet.
okay, okay, okay.
This one is actually, oh, crazy. This one is actually
Okay, guys. So honestly, social tokens is gonna be getting a lot of attraction. Okay, welcome back, Mr. Harrison.
say, yeah, sorry, but these guys are actually giving us the next Facebook. But
Mm,
now my problem with decentralized social media is that, honestly, even though I personally do feel that social media is too powerful to be controlled by just one person. I mean, like the likes of Mark, being the CEO of a whole social media, because social media right now is actually is a full government on its own.
anything.
Yes,
Full government.
let me use that word, full government. So, but at the same time, I think that it is actually too powerful for it to be controlled by just one person, and then they decide what you say and what you shouldn't say.
What you post. Exactly.
Yes, they decide what you should post and what you shouldn't post. I think it is actually too powerful because in fact the last NSAS that actually occurred here in Nigeria, all of those things was, I mean, it was orchestrated right on social media. They planned the whole
Exactly.
stuff on
It's all
Twitter,
started.
and and,
Exactly.
and they went live on Twitter, and we saw how effective this was. So social media is not just a platform, it is not just an app, it is actually a full movement on its own.
Sure.
So I feel that it is too powerful for it to be controlled by just one person. But at the same time, I mean, I'm asking some certain question if decentralized social media will actually beat the regular Web 2 kind of experience that we have. Because at the same time, social media is actually too powerful for it to be controlled by just robots. I mean, by just being controlled by some bunch of codes. How will they manage bullies? How will they manage misinformation? How will they manage spams? How will they manage, I mean, when people start saying things that are not right?
I'm
And
right. Yeah.
if you tell me that some set of people will be designed or assigned, to control that based on maybe if they have some star rating, then the whole idea of decentralization is cancelled, because it is more like it is more or less like Facebook support deciding what we should post and what we shouldn't
Exactly.
post. So will decentralized social media become the future? I mean, John,
Well,
what do you think?
okay. Based on what you just threw in, some of the people saying what is people sending misinformation and all those stuff. I think you know if we have a decentralized social media, those things will come. All the things you just said now will definitely exist. But I think it will just be there. There's nothing we can do because it's called decentralized. There is nothing we can do. So that is actually a problem if we have it. And if we're going to have Web3, which everybody is talking about and blowing up right now, decentralized social media will be part of it. Of which I think that is going to be a major problem, and I don't know how we can tackle it right now. Possibly that will be a way in the future, but because of its decentralized nature, we're going to have this
Okay.
problem. We can't. So we're going to have definitely going to have these problems. Yeah, honestly, it's a problem that
Okay, let me show you
is not.
something.
It's inevitable. Yeah.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something very, 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 very interesting. Now, see what these guys actually have to say. Um, all right. So now watch this. In this particular social media right now that has been created, so these guys, they have what we call frequently asked questions. Okay.
Okay.
So they have their frequently asked questions, and then I love. Let me see if I could still see that. How do I join the community? How do I create my post? How do I set up my account? What is rape? I mean, how do okay? So they say, will a decentralized social media network actually work? Now
Okay.
there is
That's good.
how these guys try to. They said many people are actually skeptical of decentralized social media network for good reason. How will a decentralized network be able to compete with an engaged, we will be able to compete with the engagement optimized algorithm of Twitter and Facebook? How will it curtail the spread of misinformation and content
Exactly.
that incite violence? Which is very
Exactly.
important question. Very, very important.
Very important
Now,
question.
who will maintain it and push
Honestly.
innovation forward?
Yeah.
Who will control this particular platform? Now,
Yeah.
these are really tough questions, they said. And
Very
then
tough
we
questions.
don't have all of the answers right now. But
Honestly, you do.
here's our long-term plan for our social media and how we think we might be able to solve these issues over time. They said the team behind GM.xyz hopes to progressively decentralize over time, which means that right now these guys are actually centralized, but with time they will keep
Okay.
moving toward decentralization. Okay, so now they said following a playbook similar to what this particular guy said. So they gave a link, and this will eventually involve putting all of the platform data on chain. Once this is
Hmm.
done, and blah 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 blah. But actually, they have not answered those
The
very
question.
very very crucial questions. Who
You know,
will
I
control
find
this
it
platform?
I find it difficult to answer when you ask me because I didn't know what to say because of the
So
decentralized nature.
yes,
So
decentralized nature. Because honestly, I personally don't think right now that decentralized social media is going to be a very big deal until those
yeah,
questions are accurately answered.
answered
I am not
exactly because
investing even five kubo on on that
okay, for
particular
example,
network for now. Okay,
looking at for let's say MetaMask, for example, if you lose your password, you can't contact anybody. It's gone.
it's gone, bro. It's gone, and we see what is actually happening to Facebook. I mean,
Yeah,
regardless of how powerful Facebook is, people still get hacked, people still get
yeah.
spam, people accounts still get wiped off. You know, people are still
Honestly,
passing, and people need support every single day. People need support
honestly,
on
the
Facebook.
people need support.
They
Yeah.
need Facebook support. So who will be the support for the centralized, I mean, social media? So
So
until all
honestly,
of this,
it's gonna be hard.
very hard, very, very hard. So for now,
Very
I don't think that the future belongs there for now until all of these questions will be properly and
be
adequately
answered.
answered. I'm not investing 1 naira. So folks, if you guys think that, see, there are actually so many sentiment out there, and I've seen people saying, say, shouting, you know, social media coming up. Before you invest the money right now, I'm not advising anybody to invest their money in there. Okay, you don't have any reason to start investing your money on any decentralized social media for now because it is still vague. It is still very
Honestly,
obscure, not clear yet.
very very
So
not clear.
what we just talked about here is the major thing that drives social media, and until those things are properly taken care of, rationally, you don't have any reason to invest your money there. Very important, very, very, very important. So
You know,
do right now.
if okay.
Sorry, continue. I can hear you.
Okay, if those questions are not answered, it's gonna create a very polluted environment. People will be getting, people will not be there. Like airlights will not be in such kind of platforms.
Yeah,
Airlights will not be in such kind of platforms.
and this very important again. Like the BBS, I like what the BBS is actually doing. Though we've seen this kind of stuff before. I just wish I am using the actual browser that I used to create my account. I would have logged in so you guys can see how the platform looks like. But I think it is something bbs.market or something. Now
Yeah,
you get
like
paid
that.
when people comment and engage with your post. Even though that's getting paid because people have engaged with your post is a very nice feature, but I think social media is more than that. Personally, I don't think people like Elon Musk will like to be in the platform because people engage with his content and actually get paid.
And so you can earn money.
So
Is that doing
we are
YouTube?
here to engage, not to get paid. We've seen so many get paid platform coming up.
Yeah, a lot of them. We can't hear you, sir. We have lost your voice. Unmute yourself. Okay, I think okay, you are back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Can
hear you.
Okay, now sorry. So the get paid feature is not enough to drive that social
Honestly,
sentiment. Very important. So listen up, guys. Next year, the possible sentiment or narrative that is going to be exploding next year, which will lead, I mean, to people making so much money if you're early, is the roll-ups. There's no cap
roll
about
ups.
this. The
Honestly,
roll-ups. And then we will have the fan token also being a very big deal. But again, we also have gaming. Let's talk about gaming, John.
massive.
Though, listen, at
Yeah,
the end of this live, I will give you access to some tokens that, I mean, we will give you guys some coins that you should buy and hold this coin for next year because next year is going to be something very massive. But what do you think about gaming? Because, sorry, first of all, because first of all, I think that gaming is actually going to be a very big deal. But
honestly,
at the
it's gonna be a very big deal.
But at the same time, listen up, guys. John,
I
99.
can
In
hear you.
fact, I think I was saying this with someone yesterday, my friend, and I think that 99% of the gaming available right now, people who are
Fail.
investing in this particular project will get wrecked. Those
Honestly,
gaming will not meet up with the future. Do you know why? because all of this gaming right now are very basic. Sorry, this is very, very
Yeah.
late right now. If sorry, I think we'll be ending this live in the next few minutes because we'll be here for 1 hour. Otherwise, I would have shown you guys what we are having like right now. All the gamings right now are these are baby stage of gaming. Honestly, there is nobody that will leave the regular video game that we have right now to start playing those blockchain games.
Honestly, boring. Some of them are
Because
very boring.
extremely boring. And the only reason why we are playing this game is because it is play to earn.
Yeah.
You play to earn. And if play to earn is the only narrative that will drive the gaming, I mean, in blockchain, then gaming will not be a very big deal. People need to start playing game for fun, not even for the money. If gaming must be the next big thing in the crypto space, if gaming must attract people to crypto, then people need to start playing gaming just for fun. We have to play gaming for what gaming is, not for the money.
Exactly.
The money should just be
Amen.
additional feature that you should get, not the primary reason
Exactly.
why we are playing gaming.
Yeah, I remember when I was playing game when I was in secondary school. Like I used to leave school to go and play PS2 because of the love of the PS2. I was playing PES. I wasn't doing it for money, but because of the passion, for the fun. I just want to play game. But some of the games we have
Exactly.
in blockchain right now, most of them are not enticing.
99%.
It's just
99% are actually very basic, very, very baby stage of gaming. Because now we have stuff like the Xbox, we have stuff
yeah,
like the PES.
PES.
These
Imagine
guys are
what
fucking
kind of
advanced. I mean,
honestly
something very visual and very
Grand Theft.
graphic. And when you play this stuff, in fact, my PS4, in fact, I was looking forward to buying PS5 just a few days ago. That's to show you that we are
Okay.
playing this game just for fun.
For fun.
Not
That's all.
even for the money. The money should be playing to earn, should just be a feature, not the actual reason why the gaming should be the next big thing in blockchain. So this is why I think that people who are actually buying gaming token right now, who are investing their money very big right now in gaming, most of them will get wrecked because the real gaming are coming. The
Honestly.
gamings available now are crap. In fact, I would have loved to share my launch pad with you guys so you guys can see what I am actually buying into. And the graphics of this game are much more real. But for the sake of time, I think maybe I'll have to do a very exclusive video on that, then post it on a particular channel. So you guys can start seeing the next gaming token that you should buy. And honestly, to be very, very honest with you, it is very, very difficult right now to buy into this gaming if you do not belong to quality launch pads, because the real gaming right now belongs to the launch pad, and you have to be in those network to have access to this gaming when they are still cheap. Because John, I have seen
I can hear
so
you.
many games right now, their graphics are so real, and I promise you people will play this thing just for fun, not even for the money. And there is no way that these gamings will not blow up. What we are having right now is crap, bro. Fucking crap. I'm telling you, because
Just the
we've
hype.
seen the real just the hype. So that we'll not end up doing so much long time in the next video and all of this stuff. Let's just say that gaming is actually going to be a very big deal next year, but not what we are having now. What we're having now are crap. 99% of them are crap and very clueless. So I will personally be making some picks on the kind of gaming that you will be holding. And I think you just have to look up or maybe just look out on this channel because those will be coming very, 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 I mean, any moment from now. So we have gaming, we have the next big thing, which I think will also be the next narrative for next year. And by the way, John, you've talked so much about the layer 1 and layer 2. I
Layer
think
2,
I've
yeah.
heard some news right now that Elon Musk is investing in layer 0. I'm not sure if you've learned about so much about layer 0.
Layer 0.
So I think I've heard so much narrative right now that though it is not that popular, but I'm still making my research on this. That
And
Elon
this
Musk
is the first time hearing
is
something called layer 0. Honestly,
yes. I was very, very shocked. So that Elon Musk is actually investing so hard on the layer 0. But again, I think that the next big thing that will actually happen next year, which is the next platform that you should be looking out for, is bridges, bro. Is bridges.
Bridges. Honestly.
Because bridges right now, bridges have not really gained its traction. I'm not sure why, but I think that the blockchain industry will never ever be complete if there is no advanced bridging. I mean,
Bridging. Yeah.
honestly, people need to be able to move, I mean, very easily from different blockchains, even
Chain to chain. Yeah.
without even
Exactly.
knowing that you are in Ethereum network or Solana network or Phantom network, or you should just be moving very freely. So I think that the actual guys who are building the next big thing for bridges right now, which I think that particular network will explode so massively, is Torchain. You
Yeah.
guys have to start looking into Torchain and its ecosystem. Honestly, those guys might take us by surprise, because
Mm.
bridging or bridges will be there is what we call interoperability, and this is what we need
Polkadot. Honestly.
if we must enjoy bridges. So
That's why I'm very bullish on
Thorchain,
Polkadot
honestly,
network. Are you there? Network. Okay. Talking about bridging, like Mr. Harrison was talking about interoperability. Is this one of the amazing thing we need in blockchain? For us to be able to do transaction from chain to chain without even noticing. That's one of the things. It's going to be a major change in cryptocurrency, and which Thorchain is bringing. That's one of the reasons why I am bullish on Polkadot. To my opinion, I think Polkadot have not started exploding. Polkadot, to my opinion, will be very, very, very big come 2022, 2023. Looking at the parachain auction going on right now, what is going to happen in Polkadot ecosystem will be very, very massive. So the interoperability of a thing is going to change the whole blockchain on how you can do transaction, connect chain to chain without noticing anything. So that is what we call interoperability. We're going to go deep in that. I don't want to go deep in that in this video because of time. So, and when he was talking about bridges, there's actually a particular bridge coin I know now. Let me show you any swap. All right. Okay, so this is actually a bridging token that I know that is about to explode right now. So this is actually one of the bridges. Let me show you this particular token called AnySwap. Let me show you this. Hold on. All right. All right. So this is AnySwap. So this is bridge token. So I can tell you I got into this token when it was around $2, but I sold off quite early. I sold off quite early, I think around $6 before it now exploded all the way to $19. So another bridging is amazing is Coin 98. It's also a wallet and also has some bridging features in it. Yeah, Coin 98 is actually very big. Looking forward for that in 2022. I think we lost Mr. Harrison. So but we're going to be talking so much on the bridging in our next video on how you can take advantage of it. So, but these are some of the bridges I'm actually looking up to. I believe Mr. Harrison also have what he's also looking up to get involved in the bridges. Like he talked about the Tor chain. So let me show you Tor chain. Let me show you Tor chain to see what's happening in Tor chain right now. Tor chain. actually a cryptocurrency that is on a hideout. Rune. Call it Rune. It's still Rune. Yeah. I think buying this particular cryptocurrency at this price, you are getting it very, very cheap. Yeah. You're getting it very, very cheap. Very, very cheap to my opinion right now. So we're going to be explaining more of this in our next um, live streaming, talking about so much the on the bridges, talking about layer two, talking about the social token. Now we're going to be talking about this and also gaming tokens, like you heard Mr. Harrison talking about some of the games we have right now is actually not working so well. Yeah, I'm a game lover. I love games so much. I played a lot of it when I was much younger, and I know how I was playing those games, not because of money, but because of the fun. So, and we still need to have such kind of experience in the blockchain because why? If we don't have those experience, it will not bring gamers into the blockchain. Because I believe if you play game, there are some games that moves you. I remember Grand Theft Auto, Conflict Global Storm, different all these amazing games. So we need to see those games in the blockchain. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I want you to click the subscribe button, click the like button, and share this video because why? Come 2022, going forward, we're going to be sharing amazing content. We're going to be sharing amazing content. You need to be on the loop and also turn up the post notification to get our notification whenever we are streaming live, so you can be first to get this information. It's amazing. Cryptocurrencies about is about information. So we are doing the research for you. We are doing all the work for you, and we're going to be sharing it to you. If you just pay attention and always join us in our live sessions. Thank you so much, and I wish you happy New Year, happy Merry Christmas, and happy New Year in advance. It's going to be amazing for people who are going to be traveling. I wish you safe trip. If you already travel, I wish you an awesome Christmas. Thank you so much for joining. Do have an amazing Christmas tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye.